Some of the wildest R&B hits in history started as complete accidents. Songs written as jokes, dance crazes nobody expected, childhood games turned into chart toppers.
Grandma and your grandma would say bye to fire.
But then something magical happened. Those silly ideas, those playful experiments, those songs nobody took seriously, started climbing charts, defining decades and making millions.
The M-A-S, a T-E-R, a G with a double E.
These are the stories of 10 R&B songs that were never supposed to be taken seriously, but somehow became impossible to forget. Number 10, Kung Fu Fighting, Carl Douglas.
Everybody was...
Carl Douglas didn't plan to become a one-hit wonder with a song about martial arts. In fact, he didn't even plan to record it at all. It was August 1974. Douglas was a session singer at Pi Records in London. He'd been hired to record a song called I Want to Give You My Everything. Producer Bidu needed a B-side, something quick, something throwaway. Douglas had scribbled down some lyrics weeks earlier after walking through Soho one night. He passed a pinball arcade and saw kids mock fighting with kung fu moves, grooving to the music inside. He turned to his friend and said, "Damn, looks like everybody's kung fu fighting."
Expert timing.
The idea stuck, but it was just a joke. That day in the studio, they'd already spent over 2 hours recording the A-side. Time was running out. Now, the 3-hour session was almost over. Bidu looked at Douglas and said, "We need a B-side. You got anything?" Douglas showed him the kung fu lyrics. Bidu shrugged and worked out a quick melody. They had 10 minutes of studio time left. 10 minutes. They bashed it out in one take. Douglas thought it was too rough, too weird, too repetitive. Nobody would play this on the radio. Wrong. The executives at Pi Records heard the B-side and flipped. They made Kung Fu Fighting the A-side instead.
In fact, it was a little bit frightening.
The song exploded globally. Number 1 in the UK, number 1 in Australia, number 1 across Europe. It hit number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and stayed there for 2 weeks in December 1974. 11 million copies sold worldwide, one of the best-selling singles of all time, and it was recorded in 10 minutes.
Make sure you have expert time.
Carl Douglas never had another hit in America. Just that one bizarre, rushed, throwaway track about kung fu that he wrote as a joke.
But they did it with expert timing.
Proof that sometimes the songs you don't take seriously are exactly the ones the world can't forget. Number 9, Disco Duck, Rick Dees and his cast of idiots. Rick Dees was a radio DJ in Memphis when he heard a guy doing a duck voice at his gym.
Went to a party the other night.
Not a world-famous musician, not a seasoned producer, just a DJ who thought, that duck voice is hilarious. It was 1976. Disco was everywhere. Dees went home and wrote an entire song in one day. A parody about a guy who gets up at a party and dances like a duck. He called it Disco Duck. He hired the guy from the gym, Ken Pruitt, to do the duck voice.
Disco Duck!
The whole thing felt ridiculous. Dees spent 3 months trying to convince anyone to perform it. Nobody wanted it. Finally, he recorded it himself with his friends, billing themselves as Rick Dees and his cast of idiots. The song took off immediately in the South. RSO Records picked it up for national distribution. Here's where it gets wild. Now, Disco Duck hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 on October 16, 1976. It stayed in the top 10 for 10 weeks. Over 4 million copies sold. But Rick Dees worked at WMPS Radio in Memphis. Station management forbade him from playing his own hit song on air. Conflict of interest, they said. One morning, Dees mentioned on his show that his song was climbing the charts, but his own station wouldn't play it. 5 days later, they fired him. 5 days after that, Disco Duck hit #1. The rival station, WHBQ, hired Dees immediately. They let him play Disco Duck as much as he wanted. Their ratings soared. WMPS eventually went out of business. A song about a duck dancing at a disco written in one day, performed by a DJ and his friends. One of the biggest novelty hits of the entire decade. Number 8, the Bertha Butt Boogie, the Jimmy Castor Bunch.
I got off a hush stump. The whistles were blowing.
Jimmy Castor had already scored a hit in 1972 with Troglodyte Caveman.
The time Bertha had been working on a goodie.
That song introduced a character named Bertha Butt. Fans loved her. So in 1975, Castor brought her back.
And everybody did the bump. But all
The Bertha Butt Boogie is a wild spoken word funk track about a woman named Bertha who creates her own dance. When Bertha starts moving, the ground shakes. No grass grows where she's been. She's got 3 sisters, Betty Butt, Bella Butt, and Bathsheba Butt, and they all support her while she does her thing. The song is playful, ridiculous, and packed with funky bass lines and horn stabs. It's essentially a celebration of confidence and dancing.
do your thing. Now for your information, Bertha had
The track peaked at number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 22 on the R&B chart. Music critics later called it the seminal narrative of what they termed celebratory butt songs. It paved the way for tracks like Da Butt, Rump Shaker, and Baby Got Back. Castor had stumbled onto something powerful, a formula that combined humor, funk, and body positivity in ways that resonated across generations.
to do.
The Jimmy Castor Bunch toured extensively off the success of this song. They became known for their theatrical live performances, where dancers would act out the Bertha Butt character's legendary moves.
Sisters all knew that the Bertha Butt Boogie was now the thing.
A silly song about a woman with a powerful dance became a blueprint for an entire subgenre of funk and hip-hop. Sometimes the joke is just the beginning, and sometimes that beginning launches a movement that echoes through decades of music.
Listen, 90% of you watching right now aren't subscribed yet. If these stories are blowing your mind, imagine what you're missing. Hit subscribe, turn on that bell, and join the 200,000 R&B fans who never miss a Groove Lens upload.
Number 7, Rapper's Delight, the Sugar Hill Gang.
My friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am.
In August 1979, Sylvia Robinson walked into a pizza shop in Englewood, New Jersey.
Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I brought 2 friends along.
She heard the guy making pizzas rapping along to a tape. His name was Big Bank Hank.
Check it out, I'm the CAXN, the OVA, and the rest is FL.
Robinson owned Sugar Hill Records. She'd been trying to make a rap record, but real MCs didn't want to record in studios. They only performed live.
And next on the mic is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song.
She had Hank audition in her car, still wearing his apron. She knew he had IT. Word got out.
Man, some new Cadillac. So after school, I take a.
She also auditioned 2 other young rappers from Inglewood, Wonder Mike and Master G. None of them were experienced MCs. They'd never recorded before.
Give a sucker or a bum from the rock and not a dime till I made it again. Everybody go.
Robinson brought them into a studio and told them to rap over a recreation of Chic's Good Times bass line.
Cause I'm gonna get a fly girl, gonna get some spank and drive off in a death OJ.
They recorded the entire song in one take, nearly 15 minutes long. They called themselves the Sugar Hill Gang.
Motel, what you gonna do today?
Robinson didn't think a 15-minute rap song would work, but black radio started playing it anyway. Then pop stations got involved.
G with a double E. I said I go by the unforgettable name of.
Rapper's Delight peaked at number 36 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 4 on the R&B chart, number 1 in Canada.
Don't stop until the break of dawn. I said a M-A-S, a T-E-R, a...
It became the first rap song to crack the Billboard Top 40, the first hip-hop single ever to go mainstream. The song faced controversy too.
The code of the doctor of the mix, and these reasons I'll tell you why. You see, I'm saying.
Some claimed Big Bank Hank had borrowed rhymes from Grandmaster Caz without credit, but the impact was undeniable. It opened doors for every rap artist who came after.
Play basketball, him and talking my checkbook, could it cost more money than a...
3 kids from New Jersey, a pizza shop worker, one take, 15 minutes that changed music history forever. Hip-hop would never be underground again.
I got a Lincoln Continental and some new cattle.
Number 6, The Name Game, Shirley Ellis. Shirley Ellis turned a childhood playground game into a top 3 hit. She'd been singing R&B for 10 years with no major success.
Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Fingan.
Then in 1964, she and her songwriting partner Lincoln Chase remembered a rhyming game they used to play as kids.
An F or an M will appear.
You take someone's name and twist it into silly rhymes. Shirley, Shirley, Bo Burley, Banana Fauna, Faux Furley. Simple, fun, ridiculous.
And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there is.
They wrote the whole song explaining how to play the game. Released it in late 1964.
And any name that I can rhyme.
The Name Game hit number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 4 on the R&B chart. It sold over 1 million copies and earned a gold disc.
Bob got the bees, Bo Arbor, Fred.
Kids everywhere started playing the Name Game at school. Some got in trouble for rhyming certain names that created, let's say, inappropriate words.
Tony with a B, then Banana Founder and Foe.
The teachers banned it in some classrooms because students couldn't stop singing it.
Final fee, fine,
Ellis followed it up with another playground-inspired hit, The Clapping Song, which also went top 10. She became known as the Queen of Novelty R&B.
Drop the F's for red, or Mary, drop the M's.
Her songs were featured on television shows like American Bandstand, where she performed with infectious energy. The song has had incredible staying power.
Billy, very good, let's do more.
It appeared in the horror film American Horror Story, in a disturbing scene that gave the playful tune a dark twist.
And there isn't any name that you can't rhyme.
It's been in commercials, cartoons, and kids' movies for decades. A children's game, a novelty concept. But Shirley Ellis proved that sometimes the silliest ideas connect with millions, and sometimes those silly ideas last forever. Number 5, Iko Iko, the Dixie Cups.
My grandma told your grandma, I'm gonna set your flag on fire.
The Dixie Cups were in a New York recording studio in 1965. They just finished recording Chapel of Love. The musicians had gone home. During a break, the 3 young women, Barbara and Rosa Hawkins and their cousin Joan Johnson, started singing a song their grandmother used to sing.
Look at my king all dressed in red. Iko Iko.
A Mardi Gras chant from New Orleans. Iko Iko. They had no instruments, so they grabbed what they could find.
And you're doing what?
Drumsticks, an ashtray, a Coke bottle, an aluminum chair. They banged out a rhythm and sang the mysterious chant, Giacomo Fi Nane. Nobody knew what it meant. not even them. Producers Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller were running the tape. They loved what they heard. They cleaned up the recording, added bass and overdubs, and released it in March 1965. Iko Iko hit number 20 on the Billboard Hot 100. Number 23 in the UK. The song's origins sparked a lawsuit. A musician named James Sugar Boy Crawford claimed he'd written a similar song called Giacomo in 1953. After years of legal battles, they settled. Crawford got 25% of performance royalties. To this day, nobody knows exactly what Iko Iko means. Some say it's West African, some say it's French Creole, some say it's Native American. What started as three girls goofing around during a studio break became one of the most covered songs in history.
Look at my king all dressed in red. Iko Iko.
Dr. John, The Grateful Dead, Cyndi Lauper, and countless others have recorded it.
And you're doing what?
It's appeared in films, commercials, and sporting events worldwide. An unplanned jam session, a mysterious chant, a global phenomenon that's still played at every Mardi Gras celebration in New Orleans.
I'm moving my motor to the beat of the music. Well, move on.
Number 4, Funky Nassau, the beginning of the end.
Nassau,
Three brothers from Nassau, Bahamas, wanted to create something new.
Rock, and Nassau Road.
Ray, Roy, and Frank Munnings loved American funk, but they wanted to mix it with junkanoo, the indigenous music of the Bahamas.
Skirts, maxi skirts, and afro hairdo. People.
In 1971, they scraped together $2,000. They traveled to Miami and recorded a song at Criteria Studios.
Be alright.
They called it Funky Nassau. It was a celebration, an anthem for their hometown. Afro hairdos, mini skirts, people doing their own thing. Nassau's gone funky. Nassau's got soul. They brought the record back to Nassau and released it on their own label. By Christmas, it had sold 20,000 copies, on an island with a population of only 200,000. Tourists visiting the Bahamas bought copies and brought them back to Florida. DJs started playing it. And the Alston Record Company noticed. Funky Nassau hit number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 7 on the R&B chart. Over 1 million copies sold. The beginning of the end became the first serious pop act to break out of Nassau.
Got sunshine, and this you all know.
Their song blended funk, calypso, Latin rhythms, and Caribbean soul into something completely fresh.
Yeah. Nassau.
Sadly, they never matched that success. The band broke up after just 2 albums, but Funky Nassau lived on. It appeared in movies like Blues Brothers 2000.
All right.
The Prodigy sampled it for No Good, Start the Dance, in 1994, introducing it to a whole new generation of ravers and electronic music fans. The song became an unofficial anthem for the Bahamas. Every time tourists visit Nassau, they hear this track playing somewhere on the island. A small island, 3 brothers, $2,000. One funky jam that put the Bahamas on the global music map forever. Number 3, The Clapping Song, Shirley Ellis. Just a few months after The Name Game, Shirley Ellis did it again. Another playground-inspired hit. The Clapping Song came out in 1965.
Your hand, pat your partner's right palm with your right palm again.
It incorporated lyrics from an old 1930s song called Little Rubber Dolly and paired them with instructions for a hand-clapping game.
Don't pat your partner's left palm. Clap, pat, clap.
3, 6, 9. The goose drank wine. The monkey chewed tobacco on the streetcar line. It was silly. It was catchy. It was fun. The song hit number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 6 in the UK. It sold over 1 million copies and earned another gold disc for Ellis.
The monkey got choked and they all went to heaven.
Young girls everywhere started playing hand-clapping games to the rhythm. Jump rope, playgrounds, recess.
The monkey chewed tobacco on the streetcar line.
Teachers used it in music classes to teach rhythm and coordination. The song has been covered by everyone from Aaron Carter to Icona Pop. When it's appeared in films like Ghost Bupper Afterlife, Because of Winn-Dixie, and Maestro. Each generation discovers it anew. Ellis became a cultural phenomenon in 1965. She appeared on every major variety show. Ed Sullivan, Shindig, Hullabaloo. Her energetic performances and infectious personality made her a household name. But like many novelty artists, she struggled to maintain momentum. By the late 1960s, musical taste had shifted. Ellis continued performing but never matched the massive success of her playground hits.
Take your right arm, catch your partner's right palm with your...
Still, Shirley Ellis proved twice that childhood games could become adult hits. All you needed was rhythm, humor, and a playful spirit. Her legacy lives on every time kids clap hands on a playground.
Take your right arm, cross your left arm, pat your partner's right palm with your right.
Number 2, Troglodyte, Caveman. The Jimmy Castor Bunch.
Caveman.
Before Bertha Butt, there was the Troglodyte. In 1972, Jimmy Castor released a wild spoken-word funk track about cavemen.
Something like this, he said. Dance.
The song featured grunts, shouts, and a ridiculous narrative about primitive cave people. It was comedy. It was funk. It was proto-hip-hop.
Try to do his thing. He began to move.
Troglodyte, Caveman became a top 10 pop hit. It went gold.
Find a woman, gotta find a woman, gotta find a woman, gotta find a woman.
The track showcased Castor's signature style, playful storytelling over infectious bass lines and heavy percussion.
He check out his mug, look in the mirror, you know. He said, gotta...
It introduced the Bertha Butt character, who would return 3 years later in the Bertha Butt Boogie.
Men are washing clothes or something. He just go around and just reach in and grab.
Music critics noted that Castor's blend of comedy and groove influenced later artists in hip-hop and comedy music. His witty wordplay and sampled beats became blueprints for the genre.
He grabbed him by the hair. You can't do that today, fellas, because it might come on.
Artists like Biz Markie, Digital Underground, and De La Soul all cited Castor as an influence. His ability to make people laugh while they danced was revolutionary.
Move.
The song's caveman grunts and primitive sound effects were actually recorded by Castor himself doing various voices. He'd layer his own vocals multiple times to create a whole cast of characters.
Bertha Butt.
It was innovative production for 1972. Live performances became legendary.
Her name was Bertha.
Castor would dress in caveman outfits, complete with animal skins and clubs. He'd act out the entire song dramatically, while his band laid down the heavy funk groove.
He said, right on.
A song about cavemen became a cultural touchstone. And it all started with Jimmy Castor deciding to make people laugh while they danced. Sometimes the best music doesn't take itself seriously at all. Number 1, The Hustle, Van McCoy. Van McCoy was a songwriter and producer, not a performer. He'd written hits for other people but never planned to release his own music. Then in 1975, He went to a nightclub in New York called the Adam's Apple. He watched people doing a new dance called the hustle. The next day, he went into the studio and wrote an instrumental track built around that dance. Simple, orchestral, disco. He didn't think it would be a hit. It was just a fun track for DJs. The Hustle became the biggest instrumental hit of the entire decade, #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It won a Grammy for Best Pop Instrumental Performance. The song defined disco. It became the track for wedding receptions, parties, and dance floors everywhere. Dance instructors used it to teach the hustle steps. Within months, millions of Americans knew how to hustle. Van McCoy, a behind-the-scenes guy who never wanted the spotlight, accidentally became a disco icon, all because he went to a club one night and saw people dancing. The success overwhelmed him. He was suddenly in demand for television appearances, live performances, and interviews. He formed a touring band and performed the song on Soul Train and other major shows. McCoy tried to follow up with more instrumental disco tracks, but nothing matched The Hustle. He passed away in 1979 at just 39 years old from a heart attack, but his legacy lives on. Every wedding DJ knows this song. Every disco compilation includes it. Every time someone mentions the 1970s, this instrumental track plays in their head. Van McCoy captured lightning in a bottle. One night at a club turned into immortality.